Hi guys. Do you ever get that feeling where like you know you want to do stuff but you also kind of don't want to do it? Because I'm definitely in that situation right now. Like there's plenty of stuff that I like should want to do and things that I normally would want to do, but I just don't feel the enthusiasm for it at the minute, which is kind of like annoying because it's like all these things like practicing cubing and like doing specific practice for certain events like coming up for UKC and my other comps and all of that. Like there's a lot of blind stuff I want to be doing, big cubes that I want to be practicing, and also like going out seeing my friends, going out on long walks, making my way through the like YouTube watch later playlists that I've got, all my music artists like back catalogue, or just random stuff like doing some of the videos that I've said I'll edit for the longest amount of time. Things I do actually like want to do, or like I said, are things I would normally want to do, but I'm just not. I just don't feel it like right now. Like the last few days, I just haven't felt like doing anything, and like I want to do these things if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of stuff that I normally in any like normal circumstances I would want to do, but there isn't. I kind of right now it just feels like there isn't anything I want to do, but I wish there was. Like I wish there was something that I really wanted to do and like could really get stuck into and like would enjoy. Like not that if I did these things I wouldn't enjoy them, because obviously I would, but I just kind of feel like I can't. Like I almost feel like it wouldn't be worth the effort, or like it wouldn't be worth like trying to commit to doing all these things because I don't know. I just don't feel it, and I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure why. And it's quite annoying because like these are all things that over various like periods of time, like over the last like 5 years, that have really meant a lot to me. And like I really want to keep doing it. The only reason that I'm, at this point in my life, with regards to all of those things, but also just generally, is because I have a load of stuff that I want to do, and a lot of them are really big projects, and I've got invested in them because I enjoy doing it. Like cubing is case in point. I'm only here because I've got goals in mind that I really want to achieve that I've been working towards, haven't achieved yet, and I still think I could. And I'm just just every now and again it just kind of hits me, and I just think I don't really want to do any of it right now. And it's not to say that like I want to completely stop doing it, once and for all. Like I'm not going to stop cubing. I can't imagine I'll ever stop. To be honest, I think it'll just be, maybe I'll do it less. Like when I have other like bigger priorities in life. But things like editing videos and that as well. I will do it eventually. It's just that right now I just feel like I'm in a bit of a slump, and I don't really know. I don't know how to get out of it because I want to do things, if that makes sense. Like normally, like in any given time for any of these things that I've mentioned, at least one of them, or at least one or two of them, I will like actively want to do, and then I can say to myself, okay, I'll get stuck in this. Maybe I'll do like I'll spend most of the day doing this, and then I'll do like a few minutes of the other thing to like give you a break between whatever. Normally, that's what I would do, and the fact that I normally would want to do those things would mean I would be more than happy to get on with it and I would enjoy it all the way through. And this is not to say that like I wouldn't normally enjoy doing these things, because I do. I always enjoy them whenever I do stuff. Like by and large, there's a very small possible number of scenarios where like I would actively dislike doing any of the things I normally do, any of my hobbies. But I right now I'm not getting that enthusiasm. I don't particularly want to do any of them, but I wish I did. Like I wish I had that want to do stuff all the time. It doesn't even have to be the same thing every time. I just I wish I'd never had like this feeling of this slump right now, and I don't really know what to do to get out of it. I think I just have to carry on. Obviously not to the point where I like burn myself out or anything, because I've done that before, and that's pretty much the worst thing you can do, because then you have to like force yourself to take breaks from doing stuff, and just like accept that you can't go so like focused on one particular thing. Obviously, I don't want that to happen. Because for case in point, because it's happened to me before, and I know what it feels like, and that's even worse than this. But yeah, like I keep saying, I don't want this video to be just me repeating myself over and over again. But I feel like it's very very easy to spend like a week just straight, just not really feeling like I want to do that much. And like, yeah, that's fine. Like, you don't have to, you don't have to want to do like stuff all the time. You don't have to be busy. Like I've had various periods of my life where I've been extremely, extremely busy, and it's been incredibly stressful. And I've wished I could just have, like nice long stretches of time where I don't have to do anything. And I do feel like I'm in, or certainly I have been in one of those periods for a while now where I haven't needed to do anything. But normally I like to fill that with stuff that I want to do. And it's just when I get to those periods where like I don't need to do anything, there is part of me that wants to not necessarily keep myself busy, but just have something to like focus on, have something to work towards. I think that's the thing. Like, I take on a lot of these big projects like for no reason other than because I want to, right? And yeah, I like the feeling of being able to work towards something. And obviously there's like I said, if I were to just set aside a couple of days or something and just say I'm just going to not do any of the stuff I normally do, I'm just going to like take breaks, either do something completely different or just do nothing. And like if I'd said I was going to do that, like I'd set myself aside and say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm just going to take some like proper time off, I'm sure I would be fine with that because it's what I'd said I'd do, right? It's what I told myself I would do. But like periods of time like this where I'm just in this sort of slump, I just don't really feel like I want to do anything. But I wish I did. I can't quite explain it. It's like it's not quite the same as like just overall like losing enjoyment in your passions or hobbies. It's not quite the same as that. It is like temporary, I guess. It's just I just don't feel like doing anything, but I really wish I did because I like that feeling of like having something to work towards, or just doing something I enjoy. I like doing stuff I enjoy. Like that's that sounds really obvious. I'm sure that applies to everyone, but like I wish I could have that all the time, and not even to the point where like all my time is spent like doing those things, or all the like time off is spent doing those things. Obviously, like I know how to balance myself now. Look, I think like I mentioned yesterday, actually, when I was talking about not wanting to, or not wanting to, but like preferring to take a bit of time off instead of like going out being social, things like that. Um, I just wish that there was a part of me that like wanted to do stuff I want to do more. Like I can't think of a good way to describe it other than like this title saying I wish I wanted to do stuff more. Because that's what I enjoy, and it's not a nice feeling sitting here and thinking, oh, like I don't particularly want to do all the stuff that I normally do want to do. That's not a nice feeling. Yeah, I don't really know where this is going. I don't think there's a neat way of like tying this video up, but yeah, I am still gonna obviously carry on like doing cubing and walking and watching videos and all of that kind of thing. But it'll just be it'll just be like just doing it casually, not particularly thinking about anything. And maybe that's just why I need a bit of a switch off, like I said yesterday, really. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll carry on going, but for now, that's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow.